जय हिंद दोस्तों। आप सभी का अपना चैनल बुलेट स्टडी पे स्वागत है। आज का सेशन ए चाइल्ड इज बोर्न का लगाया गया है वीवीआई ऑब्जेक्टिव के साथ। तो पहला क्वेश्चन की ओर बढ़ते हैं। क्वेश्चन नंबर 1. The voice of a few women raised in warning cannot be heard. Dash. Option A. Over the problems of the society. Option B. In the Western technologies. Option C. Over the humming and throbbing of our machines. Option D. In the cries of our children. Option C. Question number 2. German Gear is an dash writer. Option A. Australian. Option B. Indian. Option C. British. Option D. American. Option A. Australian. Question number 3. Dash visited on enormous modern hospital for Bantu patients in South Africa. Option A. Sheila Kittinger. Option B. Geeta Sethi. Option C. Mamta Sen. Option D. Ragni Kir. Option A. Question number 4. Dash woman visit her mother's house during pregnancy. Option A. An Indian. Option B. A Silhiti. Option C. An American. Option D. A Canadian. Option A. An Indian. हेलो राकेश कुमार, क्वेश्चन नंबर 5 का आंसर बताइएगा। ए चाइल्ड इज बोर्न इज रिटन बाय ऑप्शन ए जर्मन गियर, ऑप्शन बी एच.सी. बेट्स, ऑप्शन सी एंटोन पी चेखव, ऑप्शन डी शिखा नोया। ऑप्शन ए। क्वेश्चन नंबर 6. In Bangladesh, dash is a kind of fairy tales. Option A. Rupak Thoka. Option B. Supak Thoka. Option D. Tupat Thoka. Option D. Jupat Thoka. Option A. Question number 7. A dash woman has to observe various taboos, rituals and customs. Option A. Pregnant. Option B. Beautiful. Option C. Ugly. Option D. Wicked. Option A. Question number 8. In Bangladesh, Rupak Thoka is a kind of option A. Sweet dish. Option B. Bread. Option C. Fairy tales. Option D. Poem. Option C. Fairy tales. Question number 9. Dash is an extract from Sex and Destiny, The Politics of Human Fertility. Option A. A child is born. Option B. The artist. Option C. A pinch of snuff. Option D. The Earth. Option A. A child is born. Question number 10. Infant and dash mortality is greater in traditional births? Option A, mother. Option B, father. Option C, sister. Option D, brother. Option A, mother. Question number 11. Rupak Thoka is told by dash. Option A, mother. Option B, aunt. Option C, sister. Option D, brother. Option B, aunt. Question number 12. Who visits mother's house as a reward of pregnancy? Option A, Sylhet woman. Option B, Punjabis woman. Option C, Biharis woman. Option D, Odissi woman. Option A. Question number 1. The sentence: in many societies, women still go forth from their mother's house at marriage to live with their mother-in-law, has been taken from dash. Option A, India through a traveler's eyes. Option B, Bharat is my home. Option C, a child is born. Option D, a marriage proposal. Option C, a child is born. Question number 2. The voice of a few women's rest in warning cannot be heard dash. Option A, over the problems of the society. Option B, in the Western technology. Option C, over the humming and throbbing of our machines. Option D, in the cries of our children. Option C. Question number 3. On the occasion, musical program is given by option A, the dance party. Option B, by the male members of the family. Option C, by the women and girls. Option D, none of this. Option C, by the women and girls. Four. The ceremony is held. Option A, only for boy. Option B, only for girl. Option C, for both. Option D, none of this. Option C, for both. Question number 5. In Bangladesh, children are looked after by the option A, father only. Option B, mother only. Option C, whole family. Option D, none of this. Whole family. Option number C. Question number 6. Who has written A Child is Born? Option A, Biruzal. Option B, Asnoya. Option C, Jigir. Option D, none of this. Option C. Question number 7. During pregnancy, the best place for the woman is option A, hotel. Option B, in-laws family. Option C, her mother's house. Option D, none of this. Option C. Question number 8. During pregnancy, a woman prefers her mother's house because option A, she gets proper care there. Option B, she is neglected. Option C, she feels freedom there. Option D, none of this. Option A. Question number 9. When baby is born, it is an occasion of joy for option A, the mother, option B, father, option C, strange, option D, the whole family. The whole family, option D. Question number 10. Dash woman had given up going to international conference. Option A, Sudan's, option B, Indian, option C, Australian, option D, Pakistani. Option A. Question number 11. The naming ceremony is held when the baby is option A 7 days old, option B 5 days old, option C D days old, option D none of this. Option A. Question number 12. The way of managing childbirth is in traditional societies are option A many and varied, option B few, option C none, option D some. Option A many and varied. Question number 13. In traditional births, infant and mother mortality is option A lesser, option B greater, option C negligible, option D none of this. Option B greater. Question number 14. In traditional society, a pregnant woman is primarily supported by option A husband, option B king's flock, option C other members of society, option D none of this. Option A. Question number 15. In traditional society, a woman loses her own name and is known as the mother of her firstborn child, but the West regard it is option A good, option B beneficial, option C outrageous, option D none of this. Option C. Question number 16. German Gear was born in option A 1919, option B 1929, option C 1939, option D 1949. Option C 1939. Question number 17. German Gear was educated in option A Germany, option B Australia, option C USA, option D England. Option B Australia. Question number 18. Traditional method of childbirth is accepted. Option A fearfully, option B dangerously, option C culturally and collectively, option D none of this. Option C culturally and collectively. Question number 19. German Gear was written the lesson. Option A marriage proposal, option B a child is born, option C the earth, option D the artist. Option B a child is born. Question number 20. A Danish woman has to observe various taboos, rituals and customs. Option A ugly, option B wicked, option C pregnant, option D none of this. Option C. Question number 21. German Gear is an dash writer. Option A Indian, option B American, option C British, option D Australian. Option D, Australian. Question number 22. German Gear was a famous dash writer. Option A, scientific. Option B, feminist. Option C, educational. Option D, none of this. Option B, feminist. Question number 23. In Bangladesh, rupak thoga is a kind of option A, bread. Option B, sweet dish. Option C, fairy tales. Option D, none of this. Option C, fairy tales. Question number 24. Generally, a pregnant woman is sent to her dash home for childbirth. Option A, parents. Option B, relative. Option C, doctor. Option D, none of this. Option A, parents. Question number 25. In the dash, the husband-wife do enjoy more freedom and individuality. Option A, north. Option B, south. Option C, east. Option D, west. Option D, west. Question number 26. Does woman visit her mother's house during pregnancy? Option A, an African. Option B, an Indian. Option C, an Canadian. Option D, none of this. An Indian. Question 27. In dash, children under the age of 5 or 6 are looked after by the whole family. Option A, India. Option B, Bangladesh. Option C, China. Option D, Russia. Option E, Bangladesh. Question number 28. Sailhati's woman and her child are given new dress on the dash day of the birth. Option A, 5th. Option B, 6th. Option C, 7th. Option D, 8th. Option C, 7th. ये आप सभी का लास्ट क्वेश्चन नंबर 29. A woman has to observe various customs and rituals during option A, education. Option B, cooking. Option C, having birth. Option D, pregnancy. Option D. आज के लिए इतना ही, फिर कल मिलते हैं. टिल देन बाय.